Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please do not forget to give me a like because it goes a long way in promoting my channel, and also subscribe. Well, so my baby is 1 year 4 months and I've decided this is the perfect time to stop breastfeeding. Actually, I've not just started. I've been wanting to stop the breastfeeding journey for 2 reasons. Number one, she seems to prefer breastfeeding more than feeding, and at this age, honestly, she needs more of the solids than my breast milk. I know WHO recommends 2 years. I know, but honestly, perfect parenting is sometimes about listening to your own instincts and also just, adjusting things to what suits you and your lifestyle. And for me, and actually I've also noticed how weight gain is not as better as it used to be, you see. So I'm like, okay, why do I continue breastfeeding her if she's preferring the milk more than the solids, and she's at an age where she also needs to take more solids, right? And then the other thing, this little human has 6 teeth, so she's biting me and my nipples are so sometimes, and I'm like, you know what, I don't want to suffer anymore. Okay, that is selfish, and it's okay to be selfish sometimes. If you love your nipples being beaten on, it's okay, that's fine. Me, Aki, I'm like, here, we need to stop. So I've tried stopping like 3 times. The first time I stopped, I actually didn't breastfeed her the whole day. And then at night, and I took some medication, but at night the breast was so painful. And then God, I was actually like, I remember when I was begging her, Aki, mama, come and breastfeed, because it was so painful. So you see, that one was not successful. The second time I was like, you know what? And by the I noticed when you stop breastfeeding and the child is around you, and then they cry, there's usually a letdown. So the milk production is a lot and your breast becomes so sensitive. So I was like, and then anytime you're seeing her, you see there's that maternal instinct, there's that connection between mother and child. So as long as she's around me, she's talking, she's touching my breast, she's crying from time to time, it was not helping. So I was like, you know what, the next time I'm trying to breastfeed, I am not going to do it while I'm around you, because I think even with my firstborn, I had to leave my house actually, but it was not voluntarily. I was going on a school trip because I had her while I was still in school. So we went on a trip for 1 week, and when I came back there was no milk, right? So that was easier, and I stopped breastfeeding her when she was 2 years. Now this one, I just found it very hard to stop breastfeeding when she's around. And by the way, in addition to the mother-daughter connection, there's this guilt. When baby cries, you're like, this is your food at the end of the day, let me just breastfeed you. Okay, so that was the first time. The second time, I actually called my small sister and I was like, hi sis, you know what, I'm coming to your place over the weekend because I need to stop breastfeeding. And she's like, okay, you just come. And baby would just cry. I would look at her, and then she has this very quiet and calm personality, and those people are very dangerous. By the way, they can manipulate you. I know she's young and she's not manipulating me, but the fact that she's so calm makes me feel wishy for her. You see, like when she's crying and she's touching my boobs and she wants to feed, I'm like, God, Aki, you're so harmless. Why am I doing this to you? Yes. And I will just call my sister and I'm like, I'm not coming. So I've been doing that for so long. I think she even feels I'm a joker. So you think I'm a joker?
You are.
See, but then I don't know what came over me this particular time. I started telling her on Monday, by the way, this weekend, just be prepared. You're going to be with the babies alone. I am going to Seth's place and I'm going to stop breastfeeding. And be like, see you, we know. Because I've done that. I've called Seth over 3 to 4 times, purposing to come, but I never do it. Yep. So I am so proud of myself. I came here yesterday, but now before I came, I remember I had already told Habi, you're going to be alone. Thank you, utafanya nipewe strike pause. So when I told him, I was like, okay, fine, you. And then he was like, if you try to do it this time, just make sure you go through with it, because I am so tired of you. I'm so tired. Kaki says,
I'm sorry, it just happened.
Okay, so he's like, if you're making a decision, can you just follow through with the decision? And we're actually arguing. He was telling me, like, anytime you try to breastfeed, try to stop, you always come back. And I'm like, okay, this time it's different. And actually it was different. But I remember when I was putting her to bed at around 6 p.m, I started saying, like, hey, I just breastfeed her for 1 more month. And I was like, you know what? And let me tell you, okay, now I'm all over the place. But no, this is important, so let me talk about it. I am not sure if I'm the only person who, when I'm breastfeeding, I lose a lot of weight. So I've lost too much weight, and well, it has not contributed a lot to my decision making, but it has influenced to some extent, because I'm eating a lot of food, but I'm not gaining weight. You see, and I'm like, it's becoming a bother, cause hey, when I'm trying to shop for clothes are not fitting me. I do not know why people do not consider small-sized people. Like last week, I was having an official meeting, and I needed to buy an official wear. My God, I hustled. I wasn't finding clothes that are fit for my body. And I know plus size people think that as small bodied people, we find it easier to get clothes, but it's not true. And I'm so tired, by the way. So I just need to add 4 kgs. Not a lot. I just need to add 4 kgs so that I can fit very well in a small or a medium size official wear. That's like my target. So to an extent, it has influenced me, but it was not major. The first two, the fact that she's preferring solids and also the biting me are the ones that are making me not want to breastfeed anymore. So yes, I'm making this video from my sister's place. Hi, sis.
Hi, Monique.
I know she won't want to come. I know she won't want to come and say hi to you, because hell, this girl loves to doll up her face when she's in front of the camera. Sometimes you've seen my videos. Sometimes I just don't care. Even this wig, it's hers. She was like, no, you can't do that video like that. So yeah, so yesterday the day was nice, because I breastfed her the last time at around 7 p.m. and that was the last time. But I woke up in the morning with almost engorged breasts, and they were so painful. So what I did, I started expressing, but I made sure I'm not expressing a lot of milk, because you see, milk production is usually on a demand and supply basis. The more the baby breastfeeds, the more the body produces a lot of milk. And recently I've been having a very flexible schedule. That means I'm breastfeeding this baby so many times during the day, right? So I had to start prompting my body that, well, we need to cut the supply because the demand is not as high, right? So I've been making sure, even if I'm expressing just a little bit to ease the pain, but not a lot to tell my brain to produce a lot of milk. Okay, so but I've also noticed that I don't want to get mastitis, so I acknowledge that it's important for me to also take some medication to stop this. And before I went to get the medication, I was like, you know what, let me make this video, because I know this is a part in a mother's journey that has to happen. Like, we always have to stop our baby's journey. And I'm curious to know, how do you usually stop your baby from breastfeeding? Because I know some usually put paper. I don't want to put paper. I don't want to hurt myself. Number 2, there are those moms who usually put salt. I tried that one, and by the way, she breastfed, she suckled. It was bitter. Then she did, and she continued breastfeeding. So mine is very Taliban. By the way, that one will not work. And I'm like, I don't want to be guilty. I don't want to feel that guilt, you get. So this feels like a very good opportunity for me, and the best way that I feel I can do this. And this time, today morning, when we were talking with her, he was like, and just make sure you're not coming back to this house with that milk. We are tired of you telling us you're stopping breastfeeding every other time. So by the way, I'm making sure that I'm not going back home with this milk, because surely. Anyways, I'm going to the chemist right now. I want to buy some medication to help me reduce with the milk, to help reduce the milk production, and also to, I don't know if I will take some antibiotics but I might stay with some in the house just in case their engorgement is a lot, because I don't want to get an infection. Yes, so let's go. I will update you on how this goes. So this is day 1 and some hours. This is like actually 24 hours, because I'm making this video at around 7 p.m. and I started the journey yesterday at 7 p.m. So this is exactly 24 hours. I am not feeling guilty. As long as I don't see the child, I'm not feeling so guilty. So I highly recommend going away from home. Plus, I'm getting a lot of time to myself. And let me tell you, mommy break is underrated. Very underrated. So let's go to the chemist, buy the medication, take the medication, and continue with the expressing. I'll see you. So yeah, tomorrow I'll not upload a cleaning motivation video. Instead, this is what you're going to get. But we are going to continue with the cleaning motivation videos every other Sunday. But this Sunday, of course, I can't do it because I'm not in my house. Until next time, bye.